All right, so yeah, after all that severe weather, we're back out here, and I've got the frame puller kit that I bought from Harbor Freight. That's way more than what we need for this particular car, but you never know in the future. We may need a little more oomph, so went ahead and got the 10-ton kit, and we're going to go ahead and use the spreader that comes with it and try to spread this back out a little and straighten that up. So, and hopefully we get that done before, you guess it, another storm comes in, so we just can't catch a break. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and open this up here. Like I said, I have never used one of these kits before, so I'm kind of anxious actually to try it out. Let's see. It's got a nice case to it. Got wheels on the bottom. Okay, so we got a lot of cool stuff here. So kind of let me look all this stuff over, and what we're going to be probably using is this right here, which is a spreader. So let me go ahead and get everything set up and see if it works. So this doesn't have to move much. Let's go ahead and crank it up a little bit. Just loosen it up and move it just a little bit. And it's starting to rain already. Dang it. So I'll have to tack weld that a little bit when the spot welds came out. Okay. So it's a short downpour, and hopefully it stays that way. Let's see if we can get the hose out of the way. So now we're going to go ahead and fix the spot weld in there, right where this clamp is. There's a spot weld that came undone. But first we need to sand the paint off so we have a raw metal to weld to. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get some of the stuff out of the way, get the welder put back away, and go switch the battery out in the camera. And I'll be right back, and we'll start getting the car put back together. Okay, guys, this is the piece we had to go back the second time and get because I didn't realize it was broken over here. So I'm switching over the bulbs here from the old light to the new one, and then we'll get this left side in, maybe. There we go. That. All right, should plug right into the car now. Alright guys, it's getting late, but I'm going to do one more thing. If not, hopefully get the whole bumper on tonight, but need to switch the fog lights out. I thought they were the same in the bumper we got from the salvage yard, but they're not. The bulbs or the fog lights on the bumper that came off the car are 2 bulb fog lights. There's a turn signal in there and a fog light, and the bulb that came with the bumper that we got to replace it is a single bulb light. So I'm just going to switch them out real quick. Alright guys, so it's a couple days later after working on this Pontiac. I'm not sure what happened to the footage. Me putting the bumper on after switching out the fog lamps, so also have to do a little walk around of what we finished up that night. So yeah, once we got the fog lamp switched out, we went ahead and snapped the bumper in place, got the bolts in, and that's pretty much it. And then of course the headlamps just slid in, and then we had those poles that hold them in place. One thing we need to do is this hood is shifted over just a little bit. You can tell right here it doesn't quite line up, and of course if you look at the gaps here at the fender, it doesn't line up, and then over here it is squeezed tight. So I think the hood is shifted over to the driver's side a little bit, so we probably have a bent hinge. So next time I'm out the salvage yard, I'll take a look and see if they have any hinges that are not bent, and I'll grab some. So other than that, the Pontiac's looking pretty good. We need to get some new tires for it yet. We need to fix the mirrors, but and then we got to address that engine light. But other than that, it came together real well. So not a bad looking old car. Oh, and let me show you the bumper. So I came out the other day. I didn't have my camera on me. It was just a quick, just stopping by to do something quick. But we used a heat gun on this bumper, and then I used my hand on the inside and just pushed it out. And now it's been sitting in the sun for a couple of days. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Of course, the paint's not going to be perfect because the clear coat is cracked. But all this right here, I think is just paint transfer. I think we can buff that out. And of course, we still got to fix that crack right there. But other than that, this car is coming along quite well. Be interesting to see which car we finish up first, the Mustang, the Pontiac, or the what's that third? The Dodge Avenger. They all are kind of at their final stages. The Dodge is waiting for paint work. I'll try and decide if I want to outsource that or just do it myself. The Mustang is pretty much complete. It just needs the passenger door put back together and the lock fixed. And of course the Pontiac, as we walked around, it needs a couple little things here and there. So I'll get online, do some shopping for some tires, and see if we can get a good deal. It'd be a good place to start there so we can actually drive it. I'm not really too confident in driving on the tires that are on it. They're pretty dry rotted. and we kind of go from there. So speaking of tires, let me show you what I did. Let me show you what I did to the Jeep. All right, so my 2017 Jeep, as you remember, it had just black, well, I had just regular Wrangler and limited wheels on it, and then it had black covers that the dealer put on them. And I wanted kind of some beefier tires, so I got online and found a guy that had a 2017 Wrangler Rubicon, and he took the tires off right when he bought his Jeep and put some aftermarket wheels and tires on his. So these were practically brand new. They only had just a couple miles on them. They've just been sitting in the garage, so I wanted to keep a stock look but want beefier tires, and I want to get this ready to do some trails out in Colorado. So I don't want to do anything too crazy, just have some fun scenic cruising trails, but I also like the way they look. I think this gives the Jeep a more rugged look, and I'm very pleased. So we probably won't do too much to the Jeep, besides maybe put a winch on the front just in case. But you know, you never know. You say that, or I say that, and you know, you never know in the future what plans I might have. So anyway, I need to probably get out of here. It's starting to get dark, and I need to get home and get a few things done. And we'll just catch you next time on Casey's Garage. Peace.